but now even crazier than before.
No. Oh, hi! So hopefully this is the better ending.
It's definitely better than the one that we got before.
Well, I mean, we'll see how many times I am notoriously bad at video games, so... You did all the hard work, and then now I have...
Well, it's it's auto-save now, I believe, when you go down there.
Well, Freddy, you gonna come with me? Okay, thank you.
Are you sure? Achievement unlocked, hazard pay.
Yeah, let's go.
Point of no return. What could be down there?
Point of no return.
Because we've heard about there being something underneath the Pizzaplex, and it's something that's apparently drawing a lot of power.
A lot of energy, yeah. I think I have an idea. I know that there's...
What's your idea? Oh, he's got this stanky leg. What's your idea?
I've seen things of some sort of amalgamation of all sorts of different kinds of things. Should I?
Yeah. You need to turn on the various generators along the path.
Oh no.
Have fun.
The thing isn't even charged fully.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
What have you done? Frederick. Frederick. Oh no.
My doggy's just all relaxed behind me and sleepy.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Frederick. Freddy, for the love of all things, please. Freddy.
I don't think that security bot can call anyone down here. But, try looking up.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. Where are we?
So,
Can I...
It's a pretty destroyed, security bot there. Flashlight keeps clipping through the thing. I don't think he can call anyone anyway, but, I love the Phaser Blast flashlight amalgamation thing.
Freddy, you need to come with me. Oh, there's so many generators.
You know, a whole bunch of them, I guess.
Why are there so many generators? Freddy?
So, welcome.
Freddy, I'm not okay. What's this?
Another generator.
Another generator.
There's a Freddy charging spot.
Ooh, that's a lovely thing to have. Ding! Pop-Tart's done.
So I've seen a lot of people use like evidence around this place to gather that this is likely the pizzeria simulator place, which is the last location, the last establishment in a Scott Cawthon made FNAF game.
Reason that can I not?
I don't think you can go through any of the doors.
Can I not go through them because I'm in Freddy?
No, I just think you can't go through them at all. I think there's only the one way forward.
Are you sure?
Oh, weird.
I guess you're right. Freddy, I'm not okay with this. Also, these party hats are lit up all weird. This door is all golden. I have my Phaser Blaster to protect me. No?
Yeah, I don't think
you
can go through anything. There's only one way.
Freddy, you gonna come with me? Oh, Lord. Come along, Frederick.
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had no choice. Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here. They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you. I am not me.
Who are you then?
My name is Inigo Montoya. Killed my father. Prepare to die.
Can I... Is this... Do I... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So,
Heck, okay, so I was right. It is this weird amalgamation of Freddy and... Is that Foxy's mask? There's...
this
It's like...
It's the Ennard whole mix of stuff, is what it is. But now even crazier than before.
No. Oh, hi!
So, fun fact about this section, and something that I knew from seeing people do stuff, you can only survive past him if you're in Freddy, and I withheld that information. So,
Well then. I don't like you. And I don't like you either. Come along, Frederick. Jeez!
I don't think you can turn on the generators while you're in Frederick, though.
I don't think I can either.
And something else I found out from the interwebs, I think even if that security bot sees you, he just can't call anyone.
Did I
Who's
get
down?
all the past generators?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. I don't think that there's any that are, like, hidden or anything like that. They're all, like, pretty in front of the player and such. But yeah, that's probably why there's a recharge station here.
Probably. I guess here we go.
This time in safety.
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had
Sure is something,
choice.
isn't it?
Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here.
Oh god.
They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you. I
Okay.
am not me.
Okay. Freddy?
Well,
what are you doing?
Turn off cameras for cutscene.
What is this?
Welcome to the scene of the final boss fight.
Oh no. What the heck are you? Oh my god!
So,
Oh no.
So he
Freddy?
kind of has the power to control animatronics and glitch them out. So
What was that? Are you okay?
He is
might want to look on the
trying
monitor
to
there.
take control of me.
The main initial one.
I do not think I can
So he's
fight
still
it for
there.
long.
He? What is that?
So
thing?
you can press the button to stop him controlling Freddy when he's doing that to briefly set him on fire. I think it only works when he's trying to control Freddy, but
Okay.
that's basically how this works.
Okay.
Look out. It's Chica. Shut the doors.
Where? Where?
Other one maybe? Yeah.
Oh, I only have so much power. Oh no.
Yeah, on the doors, and you have to
It's
keep an
this
eye.
again.
And you have to keep an eye on the monitors for which one Springtrap is going to set him on fire if he starts controlling Freddy. That's how this works. So she's screwing off. Oh, he's controlling again. So,
It's Roxy! What do I do?
The doors will not hold her. Hide!
Hide where? Hide?
I've seen
hide?
some people hide behind the bed, apparently.
Bed?
Like in the corner back there, I've seen some people do. You can also hide in Freddy, but you can't be in Freddy while Springtrap's glitching him out, is the thing. As well. So,
Okay. No.
He's getting glitched out. Can you see on which monitor he is from here?
No.
Is that him on the left one?
Maybe.
Woo! Sometime after she screws off, though.
Do I still have? He's... Dang it, no!
Yeah. So yeah, Freddy
I
will
need to-
resist him for a while, but can't do it forever.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so Chica is closing the doors. Roxy
is hiding, and then
typically
what
behind the
about...
bed.
What about Monty?
Monty's the vent. Like it. So basically like a middle door is what Monty is like. Yeah, he doesn't call anyone though.
Yeah, but he's
So yeah,
gross.
I believe that Torso Monty just crawls through like the vent in the middle. And something else I found that's interesting about this game that people have discovered is apparently you can do like a really, really delicate jump that's like, I don't think it's pixel perfect, but it's pretty darn close. Where you can like jump onto like the center table and then into the vent, and you can get over to Afton's room by doing that. And because the player was never meant to be in Afton's room, he doesn't kill you or anything. He just like stands around and goes through like his regular animations. But yeah, people have figured out how to get like right up close to him. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, so apparently from stuff that I've been seeing around online, apparently like the whole thingamabob of like, why is so much power going underground and whatnot is because of keeping Mr. Dudo down here alive, is the idea. And apparently that's also why like the building's power mostly shuts off every hour, is to like send a lot more power down here.
They're so angry.
To keep Mr. Dudo alive.
But I can protect you.
Mr. Afton.
Yeah. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's a real rude.
He's a real rude dude.
So yeah, this is the closest thing this game has to a final boss. So yeah, Freddy's not too impressed about it.
I guess not.
What was that?
Oh, I guess that was part of the. You probably have to do it again now. I think the part of the cutscene wasn't him actually doing it. There we go.
Think I can fight it for long?
What is that thing?
That's a good question there.
Very good question.
So yeah, he can be on any one of the 3 monitors and shove his hand on it to try and take control. Why does it take so long before like the next bit happens?
I don't know.
Weird game.
It's Chica. Shut the doors.
Okay, so there she is. Don't want to wait too long in case of Freddy as well. Don't know how exactly long it takes, but
Alright, she's fine, she's
Chica's
fine.
all weird. This next is Roxy. Soon enough. Perfect time to recharge the flashlight.
It's Roxy! What do I do?
The doors will not hold her.
She's coming this way.
Mm-hmm.
I can't move, I can't move, I can't move!
Might need to go behind the bed. Yeah. Is that him on the right monitor?
I don't know. But she needs to get out of my way!
Yeah, hopefully she screws off. She should leave eventually here.
No.
Well, it's purple-eyed Freddy. Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. Roxy, get out of here! He still waves!
I cannot see.
That's great! Why are you still here?
Maybe after Roxy leaves, you could just, like, get him with the camera or something? I don't know if you can for him.
I don't know.
Is he still on the central monitor? Why is she here so long? There's no way she's supposed to be here this long. This is so dumb.
Gregory, what are you doing?
I guess they didn't account for when he's glitched out. Is she leaving now?
No.
Whoa!
What? I am your friend.
He's got the purple eyes now, though. Maybe you need to be like, no WASD still until she's like gone? For sure. Maybe. I don't know if flashing him would work since he doesn't seem to be programmed for this. Might just have to make a beeline for whatever monitor Mr. Tudo's on.
I think he's still on the middle one.
What is up with Roxy? Is she bugged out or something? She should be leaving. This is ridiculous. Get out. She starts leaving and she keeps changing her mind. Okay, this is actually so dumb.
Maybe we should look up to make sure that this isn't like a glitch or something.
I'll look it up. I'll look up somebody doing this section.
She also won't go away due to a bug, so if you need to use the monitor to sprint, then hit the button, then run into that corner.
So it does say that it's
So
due to a bug.
This is a bug. Alright, so...
That's really dumb. You can't go into him. He's gonna kill you. If you... Will that stun him?
No, it won't.
Okay, I guess he wasn't on the central thing.
Oh my god.
So, maybe you can, like, hide in him until Afton's on a monitor, and then, like, really quickly hop out and back into Freddy. Like, just hop out to press the button and then hop back into him immediately.
Yeah, maybe.
So rude, dude.
So rude, dude.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things I'd change about this game for sure. Yeah, so the cutscene one isn't even a real one.
Are you okay?
He is trying to take control of me. I do not think I can fight it for long.
What is that
Oh, there's eyes in the wall?
There are eyes in the wall.
Walls of eyes.
Balloon world.
I guess the only other thing that I can really say here is like a word of warning. Yeah, okay, he's going to the left one. Got to see him there. Woo! So that works too. Oh, but she keeps coming over, so it doesn't work. Weirdly programmed. So one last kind of warning that I can give without spoiling things. After dealing with the 3 main animatronics of, like, you know, Chica, Monty, and Roxy, I'll just say watch out for, like, the thingamabobs on the ground, the manhole-looking things. I'll just say keep an eye out. At least. Yeah, there's a few around.
Things.
Yeah, the grates. Just keep an eye out.
It's Roxy. What do I do?
So he's gonna be on that central one.
The doors won't hold her. Maybe I can keep her at bay for a bit?
Maybe. You can try. You can be right next to the monitor and maybe call Freddy close, just for, like, emergencies.
Oh no,
oh, did
he's
he
not
go
there.
to... Is
Where
that
is he?
monitor bugged? Can't even see anything on it.
Denied.
Oh.
Oh, shit!
Well.
I give it a couple more tries, but if this is as bugged as it is, like, then I need to have, like, crazy reflexes in order to do anything. This is practically impossible.
With the Roxy bug.
With the Roxy bug, yeah.
Here's an alternative idea for the next attempt. Still hiding behind the bed, but because you can press Q to call Freddy over to, like, one's current position. What if right before the Roxy bit you call him over into, like, the corner where it's like he won't be able to, you know, kill you quickly or anything like that. So go behind the bed, and then when Roxy gives you an opening, you can dash over for the thingamabob without Freddy killing you, because he'll be, like, in the corner and he won't be able to run over in time, maybe?
I know.
We could try.
Maybe then, like, really quickly climb into Freddy after doing that. It's an idea, at least.
I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path.
But yeah, this does seem pretty dumb if that's a bug. And if, you know, like a month after release, something like that hasn't been patched, you know?
I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here.
Because that seems like a very, very gameplay impacting bug.
But I can protect you.
Definitely not like a minor thing.
So, he says I am not me. Apparently that might also be a nod to, like, considering the fact that, like, Monty was made in place of Bonnie. Like, but all the endoskeletons are
Freddy was someone
relatively
else?
similar, that Freddy might have been someone else.
Maybe. Or maybe he just has, like, the spirit of someone in him.
Because I guess there's someone...
What was that? Are you okay?
He is trying to take control of me. I do not.
Like, apparently if you go down into the parts and service place with Freddy, he makes a comment something along the lines of, like, have I always been a Freddy? Have I been a Bonnie before? Or something like that.
But yeah, the idea that I had here was maybe putting him into, like, some corner with Q. Perhaps.
It's
A corner
Roxy.
that isn't the corner that you'd probably be hiding in.
Will not hold her. Hide!
It's Roxy? Not Chica?
I guess so?
Alright.
Oh.
Where are you? Where are you?
Left
Where are you?
one,
Where
then
are
it
you?
must
Where are you?
be.
Where left?
Yeah. Now you can hide in Freddy. Yeah. Well, that worked out that time, I guess. Don't know why it did Roxy first. Maybe it's random. Maybe it's like 50-50, Roxy or Chica.
Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh no! Why is he at...
What?
Why was he at 0% battery?
No idea. I think this final boss fight might be bugged. I think it's a bit silly.
What was
Are you okay?
He is trying to take control of it.
Do not think I can fight it for long.
He?
What is that thing?
Peepaw Afton. I was wondering why I kept seeing like people making art of like Vanny escorting him like he's an
elderly man or
like
something.
he's an elderly man with like a walker and stuff.
Well, this is why. Because
Is
when
this one bugged now?
it might be. You can't really see it all that well. It must be the other one then. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so when Freddy says that he's been here before, she had me clear the way, it's likely that good old Springtrap Glitchtrap Dudo here likely infected Vanny with his mind glitch thingamabob and got her to get Freddy to clear the way to this old location that he was buried under and to keep him alive.
Yeah.
You know which monitor he's on? I think that right one's bugged.
Watch the vents.
The vents?
The vents!
It's in the middle. It's in the middle. Forward. Right there. Directly forward. Right directly forward. Right directly forward. Hit that button.
Button, which one? This one?
That one! Because Monty's coming through there. Torso Monty is. So, if he's not on the left monitor, and is he on the middle one? He is on the middle one. Okay. Alright, he's probably going back now. Yeah, because he's just a freaking torso now. He's just probably going back.
I don't like him.
Okay, now he's probably gone, so I imagine.
What about Chica?
I don't hear anything. I think Freddy might warn you before anything happens.
Roxy, what do I do?
So now it's Roxy. Okay, this is the freaking really awful one. You know which monitor he's on? Not the left
No.
one. Middle one. And then really quickly climb into Freddy. Oh, there you go. Heck yeah.
Yeah, but she's gonna stick around.
Oh yeah, she might.
Be gone!
Oh, there's that.
Oh, like, why?
Really quickly run behind the bed, maybe?
Stop!
He freaking he's blocking you.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know why he suddenly runs out of power, but he just does.
This game is glitched. There's nothing I can do. I don't even know where... He's on the middle one.
Well, he's not starting to do his glitchy thing. You can't hit the button until he starts doing his glitchy thing.
Hi,
Whatever
everybody.
dumb reason. Uh-oh. Oh, that might not be good. That might not be good having it right beside you. Actually, from the front of the bed, you could probably make a beeline, but like...
But I don't know where she is.
This is
Get
really
out of
dumb.
here, get out of here.
You're still crouched. You're still crouched.
Push the button, push the button, push the button, push the button!
Oh. Oh. The freaking jump just didn't work for...
I am so...
Shall I give it a try?
You can give it a try. We've had a lot of bugs with this.
Yeah, we definitely have. Well, just in case we don't actually get to see it, I guess I'll just mention right now, apparently the thing that comes up from the grates is the tentacles of the blob. So just in case we don't get to see it, now you know.
Okay?
I was wondering, you know, because we've
Yeah.
seen those kind of like wires even in
Yeah.
like parts and service, so...
I don't know if it's of the same thing or not, but it might be. Alright. Try to pay attention to
Because at first,
where he is.
I thought it was the puppet.
Nah,
because-
I think the puppet is actually one of the things that people have found like within that blob, or the mask of it at least. Its spirit is
Yeah.
probably gone. But at the end of Pizzeria Sim, it was this location was burnt to the ground at the end of Pizzeria Sim, and then I guess he got kept alive with the stuff going on here and whatnot, and all the other animatronics that were in Pizzeria Sim were all put into the blob. Alright, go away. Go away, Torso Monty. I wanted to see if we could see him, because there is an actual Torso Monty.
Yeah.
just want to stick around the center, that's fine with me. Alright, what next?
Look out. It's Chica. Shut the doors.
Okay, so other one. Is he just gonna keep on staying on the central monitor? Looks like. Just staying on central, man?
Take it if you wanna.
Alright. But Roxy is the actual problem one. I guess these monitors are just bugged until he actually goes on to them. So hopefully he does the thing where we can hit the button before Roxy comes in. Philamco. Who's laughing?
It's Roxy! What do I do?
What side? Okay, so that side. Okay, central. So there's the button. Bed. Bed. Freaking. So dumb.
Hey, it's stars. Blue and stars, like moon.
Oh, like, yeah, like moon. You're right.
Hmm.
And then there's Balloon World.
Goodbye.
Dang it.
Bonk,
I was
bonk,
hoping she'd just be
bonk.
gone.
Excuse me, Freddy. Hi. Hi.
Watch me just
Oh,
get super.
She's going to Freddy for the first support.
Watch me just get super good luck and not get like a bugged Roxy and she leaves. Imagine. Ah,
That's too easy.
crud. Is he on central again? No, I can't climb into him! I didn't even... Did I hit the right button?
Oh god.
I know I can't be in here for long because he's freaking bugged the hell out.
Hello!
No, 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 no! Oh, what the hell?
I don't know. I don't know.
Leave, please. Could you not? Could you actually, like, not, maybe? Could you, like, maybe not? I don't think she's going anywhere. Oh, me moving got her to move. Crud! This is so dumb! She's just camping me now! She's literally just camping me now. I think we might
It's
just
on the
have...
central. It's on the central monitor.
Okay.
Make a run for it.
I kind of want to wait until Freddy's glitched out so that he runs after me too, so I can maybe like turn around and climb into him when he's no longer glitched out in a hot second. That's the only way that I get out of this, you know. Because she's literally just camping me now. She's stuck on dang it. Yeah, she's literally just camping me now. I mean... I can't bring him over here, because that actually works for, like, dashing around that way, but if he's over there, I might not be able to guarantee him. Gosh darn it. There, that counted as valid for a second. Because I want him over here where I can run past him. There, he's in the corner now. Is it the right monitor? I think it is, right? Or is it central? It might be central.
It might be.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
I freaking win?
Did you do it?
We didn't even get the freaking blob coming after us. We didn't even get the tentacles coming after us. That's supposed to happen. There's supposed to be a sequence where the tentacles come out from the grates and come after you. I freaking janked it over. I cheesed it. Oh, what a dumb game.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
So
That's it.
So the blob's tentacles are supposed to come out from the grates and like come after you. But I guess we just skipped that phase entirely because we just had Roxy the whole time.
Roxy was bugged the entire time, yeah.
And I managed to cheese her. I can't believe that worked. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry, we freaking got at least something.
That was actually one of the dumbest things I've seen in a video game in a long time.
That was it?
So,
that was it. That's just a tiny little cutscene. We don't even get like I feel like it's bugged. I feel like it's bugged entirely.
There is another thing with it as well. Maybe it's post credits, but yeah. So apparently this ending has like 2 stars, and apparently the 3-star ending is the one where you save Vanny. But in the ending where you save Vanny, you never even encounter Springtrap like at all. Like you never even know that he exists. But because that one has 3 stars, a lot of people seem to think that the saving Vanny through the convoluted thingamabob thing is the canon ending. So the reason why there isn't much of a cutscene there, where it's just, you know, Springtrap going through the fire and the blob being like, I hate you, I'm gonna grab you by the neck, see you later. And that's basically it while Freddy and Gregory escape, is a lot of people would think that, you know, that might not be like the canon thing, and where the story goes from here is that Springtrap still exists below the Pizzaplex. So that's, there's that. So yeah, but what that boss fight is supposed to be, from what I've seen, is like, after all the animatronics come after you at least once, then like the grates start popping off and like the tentacles of the blob start coming through and like swinging around trying to like grab anything it can. If it grabs you, it kills you. And it becomes really difficult, from what I've seen, to like navigate to and click the buttons when there's like there's these freaking tentacles swinging out from around the grates. But we never got to see that. For whatever reason. I mean, a lot of games break when they're when I'm either playing them or doing something related to that. So maybe you joining together with me for this wound up in it being broken in half.
This is true. You do have a record.
But
well, we can successfully say you've broken FNAF. Good job. I'm proud of you.
No, it was so dumb. I can't believe that was beatable like that with the cheese. Look at this.
Okay. Yeah.
It's bootyful.
And then Freddy just powers off, and Gregory is left alone on a hill somewhere.
He did say that he can't leave the Pizzaplex because of like the power stations, but apparently like the other endings that have like not that good of endings, it's just random kind of endings, apparently serve just to like show other things about like the bigger picture. And apparently one of them shows Freddy running out of battery but being brought back to life with a car battery to show that he can exist outside the Pizzaplex. So he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Somebody's electricity bill is gonna be, you know, through the roof.
Yeah, probably a fortune to power him.
Okay, so there's still so many questions, though. We never find out who the fuck Gregory is. He's just a random homeless kid.
Yeah, there's been some theories about it.
Does he have parents?
Who knows? He doesn't exist in, like, the guest thingamabob. So apparently a lot of people have been theorizing that he's, like, a homeless kid that, like, sneaks into the Pizzaplex for food or something like that and wound up staying a bit too late since he's not a guest. And it's been shown that he's homeless. Some people theorize that he's a robot.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
So there's that.
Steel wool.
So
you did something.
So apart from the final boss fight being literally bugged the hell out and putting a bit of a sour taste in the mouth, apart from that, what do you think of the game?
I think the game, again, character-wise and setting-wise, amazing. I love it. The lore, when we can actually read it, this game could have been so good, and it was so good. It's just that it was hindered a lot by the bugs and the little glitches that kind of really broke off the immersion of the game. And I get that there's certain things that I kind of like nitpick at of like, you know, everybody like Freddy randomly spawning somewhere and just running up to you, and
or like
and
the other
from-
animatronics just spawning on
or-
top of you when a security bot
yeah,
sees you.
or the staff bots just kind of like poof out of nowhere, they're gone.
Yeah, like
They've served their purpose. They've ascended.
they could have just gone around a corner and then despawned, or go
Or
through
go-
like one of
or
those level 10 security
10
doors the player
security
can never
doors.
go
No,
through anyway.
Exactly. Other than like, the game was amusing.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably have harsher criticisms than other people would.
Mhm.
Overall, I don't feel like this is a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Hmm.
But again, I absolutely adored the setting, no matter how maze-like it was. Like if I was a kid, it would have been my
Adored the setting no
dream.
matter how maze-like, except for the actual maze.
Except for the actual maze. Except for the actual maze. The puzzle. The puzzle. To be fair, I think that was literally the only quote-unquote puzzle of the game. And they didn't. That's not. That did.
I'm thinking back
no.
on it. Were there other
I don't-
puzzles?
I don't think there were other puzzles.
Apart from just like the way to like sneak past bots, I guess, which we can't really
That was
classify as
that was essentially the only actual puzzle in the game, where it was like, I guess they were like, this
And it
is
wasn't
challenging
and
enough,
it wasn't
but it
a
made
good
no
puzzle.
it made no sense. Everything else was like, hit this button, hit this button, hit this button, this generator, time this. That's not a puzzle. That's just that's just using your eyes.
Yeah.
I think that it could do with a lot more polish, but again, I adore the characters. I want to see more Sun and Moon. I do.
More Sun and Moon, more Vanny.
It is more Vanny, yes, most definitely more Vanny. More Vanessa. I don't know if they're one and the same person, or I've seen theories that they're not the same person. I've seen theories that they are. I don't know what's the real thing.
So because we're probably not gonna, bother going around to get like every single misc ending.
I'm done.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty done as well.
Yeah,
so
I'm done.
So like I was saying before, the other ones don't really have endings that are like canonical or like real kind of endings. They're just a lot of people talk about how they're kind of pretty random, but the developers have said like, yeah, you might think that they're pretty random, but they serve to introduce like lore that helps you paint the bigger picture. So there's the devs were just
like, they may seem random to you,
yeah,
but we have the idea.
we could potentially actually watch the different endings if we wanted by if I open file location, I found out that there's literally just a folder that has all the cinematic cutscenes.
Really?
Because I was just gonna bring something up about people saying that she might be like different people or they're one and the same. So let's see here, local files. If I go to browse, then I'll have to turn on display capture. That's what I'll have to do. So just confirming again from that thing where Bob, you're seeing like my actual computer screen, right, instead of just the game.
Yes,
okay.
I am. I can see it.
Okay, so where was it?
I don't know why,
Content,
but okay.
Movies. Yeah. So there's just straight up all the cinematics here, which include like the title screen thingamabobs. So
cool.
So the ending that we just saw, for example, like this, for example, was this thingamabob.
Why does it look like there's a lot more to that than there actually is?
Probably
is
because
that
it's the
including
credits.
credits?
Yeah, it's probably including the credits. So
that's dumb.
Volume. Maybe there's not volume. It's not too freaking important, I guess. Anyway, maybe the volume is like in the freaking game itself, and the stuff here is literally just the video, and that's it, or something like that. Yeah, it's the credits.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
Yeah, so that's the one that we got there. There's a bunch of different endings based on like the different places that you go to. So this is the background that we have right now. So depending on like your hour, you have different backgrounds for the title screen. So it's like hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, hour 4, hour 5. And apparently if you like get to the underground thing but don't actually do the final boss yet, then you get like a title screen specifically for that, which looks like this.
Cool.
Which is pretty neato. Let's see here. So I think this was like the initial bad ending that we saw where
Yes.
So
Yeah, where
was
Vanny captures him because he's a tiny homeless child.
So that's the worst ending. So yeah, that's Gregory escapes. If you escape through the loading dock, you get this ending. right
Oh.
here, where apparently you just freaking steal a van, I guess, to drive away to victory. You just have to imagine the sound effects, I suppose.
10-year-old child
Yeah.
driving away in a van.
It's a
Map
freaking
bot,
map
no!
bot! Hello, please take this map.
Take this map.
I love map bot. I love how there's a Roxy bobblehead too. Love the map bot. You'd think
what
that
the heck is
freaking
that? Oh,
you think
that's-
Freddy would be driving. What do you mean? What was what?
I didn't realize it was going between two different panels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, different panels there. Look how epic it is. Whoa. But you would think Freddy would be driving, not, you know,
Vroom,
tiny
vroom,
little
beep, beep.
Gregory.
Oh my god.
Look at him. Could he even
Why
reach
is
the
he-
pedals?
That's what I'm saying. Gregory, my battery. Who gave you a license?
He said that he couldn't leave
Oh,
without the charge things. Freddy!
this is the weirdest.
Yeah, something I wasn't expecting from this game was like the freaking comic book thingamabobs. So like, I think there's only like 2 cinematic endings. We saw one of them. The rest are
Is
like
it-
comic book things.
So Freddy's ears are where he charges at?
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah. Gregory! So yeah, a lot of these endings the developers said seem pretty random, but they're important for like connecting the bigger picture. So people are saying that this ending probably exists purely to show that like he can exist outside the Pizzaplex.
I get it.
And 2
We're in the
stars then.
Pokemon world.
What do you mean we're in the
Gregory is a
Pokemon world?
Gregory is a 10-year-old boy set off on his own Pokemon adventure. And
He's
probably
like-
looking
he's-
for a father figure that abandoned him and his mother. And
Yeah, Gregory's like
Freddy's the gym leader. And...
Gregory's like Ash Ketchum, who's exactly what every employer is looking for
Yeah.
nowadays. 10 years old with 20 years experience. It's what every employer is looking for nowadays.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
apparently,
so-
the that one exit that we went to, so there's the bit where Freddy's like, oh, I know other ways out. You either go to the loading dock or the VIP thingamabob, and you can't go there. And you get there, and it's like, oh, you can't escape from here yet. Actually, come back to the hub. So if you do go back later after you're able to leave at the VIP thingamabob, so the one that we were at before, and we tried to leave through the fire escape, then this is what happens.
Okay.
The emergency exit that we're able to go through when we're actually VIPs.
This is a tiny version of me.
Isn't it so cute? Such a cute little plushie there.
Opens his chest and just shoves it in.
I'm taking this as evidence. It's time to end this. So
Oh my
apparently,
god.
apparently he has a lighter in his finger. Just
Set fire to literally all the other...
well, to
Oh,
burn
okay,
the
he's
building.
setting fire to his own merch too.
Yeah, he doesn't discriminate.
Is this
I
really
guess.
necessary?
Well, he wants to set fire to the place.
Freddy, you couldn't have waited until we were out of the building to do this?
I guess not.
Dun dun dun!
Oh
Fanny.
no! It's like the second time we actually see her in the game. Vanny, I can see you now. I have new eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
She's like, oh no, I don't want to throw hands. Freddy.
Freddy, it's like to punch girls. Oh my god.
Doesn't punch her, he freaking takes her off the building. Bye.
Goodbye, Gregory. Just elbow drops
Gregory.
off the building.
Does like a wrestling move or something.
Okay, so now he trips and falls down the stairs, I see. They're dead. She's dead.
Yeah, so
She fell off the
Vanny's
building.
definitely dead. So yeah, this is the thingamabob where people were saying like, okay, so Vanessa is for sure Vanny. And whatnot. He's like, whoa, that's Vanessa. That's another 2-star ending. But what freaking threw people off is after the credits on this one, there's another panel that it has.
Mhm.
Which is
Okay.
this. And shows
What the-
Vanessa there. So a lot of people are like, wait, they're different people because it shows Vanessa there and just fine? But some people are saying like, look at this wispy stuff. This is her spirit
Like-
that's now tied to the building forever.
I was gonna say that seems a little more plausible that that's her spirit, like,
Rather than their
looking
twins.
down. looking down on like her own body's death
Yeah.
and realizing like, ah, shit,
Yeah.
I messed up now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So people are either saying that's her spirit, or they're twins, and they just so happen to like work at the same place without being aware of each other at all. Even though Vanessa very clearly
really
seems to
sad.
be affiliated with Vanny, but with things like oh, I've locked you in the lost and found here, where Vanny just so happens to find you momentarily, and also you should come to the stage instead of leaving, and whatnot.
Yeah, that's a little.
So
I really wanted it to not be Vanessa. I really wanted it to be like, oh, it's like Vanessa's twin sister who
I mean, it might be
is also
still,
named Vanessa.
I mean, it might still be. They might still be twins. Maybe that actually was Vanessa looking on the building like, what just happened here? But they're either twins or it's a spirit. So that's the one that we saw by defeating like the closest thing this game has to a final boss with not even in the intended way. We didn't even see the intended final boss. We got like a freaking weird bugged version of it that got cheesed.
Yeah, yeah.
So I believe. Okay, so there's like two. I don't know which one this is, but I know that there's two that are like associated with acting against Vanny. I know that there's Oh, I think that this. Oh yeah, hold on. So apparently before this one, there is like a different cinematic where you go after Vanny, and Vanny sells the security bot to dismantle Freddy. Where this apparently happens first.
Okay,
it's
so
a
that's where
cinematic
this
thing.
little cutscene type thing is what's happening.
So like, let's duke it out. But there's her little hidey place above the phaser blast. A single button that dismantles apparently. And oh no! Oh, those are the underground security bots because they have like the weird smiles and stuff.
No!
And they dismantle him. And there's that, I guess. So then you can continue playing from there. And apparently, you have like two options there. I believe this is the one where you kill Vanny. I believe. She's about to get you. And I think this happens in like her office above the phaser blast. And he uses the same button to disassemble Vanny the way that Freddy would.
Has.
Well, it was in the office there, and I believe this takes place in that office. So just like Freddy was dismantled, she's literally murderized. Freddy. Oh no. Gregory. You are my superstar. It's actually kind of sad when he says that.
Yeah.
That's a 2-star thingamabob, apparently. I don't know if there's anything after the credits of that one. Nah, closed due to health concerns, yada yada.
Health concerns.
Plans to reopen next season. A whole bunch of them say that, so there might be a future game because of that. So, is what that's hinting at. So you can either disassemble Vanny, or you can save Vanny, which is like the other happy ending. I think this is the only ending that has 3 stars, which implies that this one is like potentially like the true ending. So you need to complete all 3 of the princess quest thingamabobs to like save Vanny's soul that's like locked in the arcade machines or something like that. And it solves like the Afton glitch thingamabob that's going around. And she stops being Vanny. And you keep Freddy's head, go on, superstar. I wonder if it's cut off with the like black edges here. And yeah, they probably are one and the same because there's Vanessa coming out and coming with you, and that's the only 3-star one. And then I believe there's a thingamabob after the credits of this one where it's similar to that shot that we had before of yeah, this. So yeah, so Gregory and Vanessa having ice cream together along with the Freddy head. So that's probably what the canon ending is, since it's the only one that had 3 stars.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Very interesting.
So yeah, I guess in the one that's most likely canonical, you never get to like the bottom of what's going on underneath the Pizzaplex, and Glitchtrap is still there causing up a fuss. I mean, it never even showed him dying in like the ending where you actually do face him as the final boss. But
yeah, He just kind of gets yoinked.
Yeah, he just kind of gets yoinked. And it's like, well, this gives us the
Insert
potential to use him even more.
Insert Scooby-Doo or Goofy laugh. Oh. Because he gets just yanked up.
I had to put this image into my head.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anyway, I know that you were talking earlier about like what you thought about this game. I interrupted you there about like the different endings where you were talking about like Vanny/Vanessa not knowing if they're one and the same, and then I started talking about like how the endings talked about that. So then we got to talk about the ending. So if there's anything else you wanted to say about the game, you're free to say it. I definitely have a few things to say about it.
I think they did a pretty good job so far. It could definitely use a little more polish.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
A Phaser blast.
A Phaser blast.
Let's just get rid of that. So, but yeah, no, I had a nice time. Again, it brought out a part of me that was like, if I was a child growing up, I would have killed to be able to go to one of these places. It's probably one of those places that I would have gone like one time in my entire life, because that would have been the one time that my parents would have had the money to take me to such an extravagant.
Yeah, something like this would probably be super expensive.
Play place.
Yeah.
Especially because you have to think, you have general admission, and then you got to get a daycare pass, then you got to get a dance pass, then you got to get passes, then you got to get
all the passes.
All the passes. They don't make it easy for you, because Fazbear Entertainment is all about money and children's death. But we're not going to talk about that.
Well, they probably need a lot of money to send all the power to their secret overlord down below, and to have the whole setup that supports that. It's such a secret.
My goodness. But what about you? What are your thoughts on this?
When I'm talking about like games at the end of being done with them, I usually go through them in like aspects of like story, art style / graphics, music and gameplay. So I guess the story, I thought that it was intriguing. One of my favorite aspects was how there actually is an ally in this one with Freddy. Like, I quite like that. Like, a lot of these FNAF games, you're completely on your own. It's like all the animatronics are trying to kill you. There was the weird case with Sister Location with Baby, where it's like, can you trust her? Can you not? I'm not 100% certain. But Freddy was actually like, an actual supporting character, an actual animatronic that doesn't want to kill you, and one that you actually have a bond with, because you're his superstar and such. I really
he's your Faz dad. That's just how it is.
Faz dad.
He's your Faz dad.
Yeah, I really quite liked how there was Freddy in the mix there as a supporting character.
It definitely gave you, the player who is usually thrust into a role of entire helplessness, kind of like a safety net.
Mm-hmm. And it was like you had a guardian savior and like a buddy and stuff like that. And I like that. Because Freddy did make me feel a bit more comforted, honestly, when he was around, quite frankly. Straight up. Like, I don't do a whole lot of horror game stuff, but I would have definitely been a lot more unnerved if it's like, oh my goodness, I'm going through here on my own with all these killer animatronics. It's nice to know that there's like a buddy there that you can rely on and such.
Yeah.
So I quite like that. I don't like how the freaking Afton ending just ended with the the freaking goofy yoink up, and it's like, okay, literally what happened here? There was
running.
Fire.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, when they ran out, they escaped. Freddy and Gregory obviously got a happy ending, but is Springtrap still alive? Did the blob kill him? Did the fire kill him? Like, there's no explanation there, which could
Did the fire actually burn the building?
Yeah, that as well.
In that one, it doesn't say. There's the fire.
There's
fire
a fire
ending.
down below.
Yeah.
Well, I think the other misc endings of escaping from other places, as the developers said, were just to establish like other bits of the lore and not actually be like endings to be taken seriously. Apparently, so I think that one was the one that shows that either Vanessa and Vanny are twins, or it's a weird spirit thing, or whatever the hell. I think that Vanessa's Vanny, but I think
Vanessa is Vanny, and I think that in that ending it was her spirit, because
and
they've already established that essentially the franchise was built from the ground up on on the corpses of the children that he killed. So, and it doesn't go and do anything to dissuade the fact that the children's spirits are the animatronics. Well, in this one, it doesn't
Well,
really kind of say anything, but it's in the universe itself. It's pretty much canon.
Well, some of them are in the blob. Apparently, the animatronics trying to kill you in this game is because of they're like infected with his freaking glitchiness.
With his virus.
Yeah, because he has like the superpower to do that now, or whatever the heck.
For some reason.
to make it crazier, to bring it to another level, I guess.
That's how robotics works.
Yeah. But yeah, so I do wish that the ending that follows the final boss would have been better. But, you know, I guess it's probably fine because it's probably not the canon ending. The canon ending is probably the one where you save Vanny. And which is why I also believe that freaking Vanny is Vanessa, because it's like, you know, you in the save Vanny ending, that's the one where Vanessa comes with you and you know, you get to all three be happy together and such. So I think they must most likely be the same. But yeah, I do wish that, you know, the Afton ending had a little bit more clarity there. I wish that there was confirmation for sure. Are they the same? Because people got like really, really screwed up with that thing with the fire ending. I do wish that a lot of characters had a greater presence in this story. Like Vanny appears on monitors like twice to talk to you. Once when you're in the Lost and Found, and once while you're doing like the doors thing while Freddy's coming to rescue you, where she says, "Are you having fun yet?" And then you see her in person once in the Lost and Found, and that's it. Like, I think during like the big skirmish in the central area of the Pizzaplex, she is lurking around. I saw her out of like the corner of a camera once.
Yeah.
But you need to be looking closely to see her there at all. She has like next to no presence in the story, and I find that kind of disappointing there.
Yeah, for being like pretty much one of the essentially the central villains, not having as strong a presence. I'm honestly wondering what design choices they were going with, or what, you know, all the stuff that got scrapped and was on the cutting room floor.
Because apparently she was supposed to have a greater presence. Apparently.
Yeah.
And I wish that Vanessa had a greater presence as well. Both of them, and see like, you know, a greater like duality here. Like freaking Vanessa captures us once and is like lurking around the halls like once. And I guess is at the very beginning, but that's basically it. We never see her again. So I do wish that was established a bit more. In terms of the animatronics, I did like their distinct personalities that made them, you know, stand apart. Because this is still like, there have been fully voice acted like Five Nights at Freddy's games before, but this is like the first one where I felt like you really got to see their different personalities like shine through and whatnot. Like, I think the one that I was honestly most fascinated with was like Roxy's, with her always telling her like, "Oh, you're the best, you're the greatest," but when no one's looking, she's secretly like, "Oh, you're the worst, you're a loser, you're pathetic," and stuff like that. I found stuff like that very, very interesting and maybe intrigued, like, oh, what's like, you know, really going on with his personality here. So I found the characters there quite interesting. I do kind of wish the animatronics had a greater presence around within the Pizzaplex instead of just being called over by staff bots and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's how I felt about the story. Music, there wasn't a whole lot of music. Like the DJ Music Man boss battle music was pretty darn cool.
That was really cool.
If it wasn't as loud as it was, it kept going back and forth between loud and quiet, which is really weird.
Yeah.
So what music there was really cool, and I like the main theme leitmotif used in things like the title screen and the credits and whatnot, but a lot of things just felt like pretty empty. Like Monty's boss battle didn't have any music, and I edited that in. Any of the little mini bosses didn't really have any music, so I do wish that there was some of that.
As well as when you mentioned Monty's boss battle, there was like literally one voice line that would just repeated over and over and over and over and over.
Hey,
so I would have liked to see a little more. I would have liked to see a little more variety with that, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now that you mention it, yeah, for sure. Like
that was his only line.
Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely feel like the animatronics throughout the whole thing, Bob could have had like more lines. Like I feel like once you've snuck around against one animatronic for like half an hour, you now know all of their lines that they're gonna have while searching for you and such. Or there's weird cases like Monty where in his boss battle he only had the one line and that's it. That was pretty darn weird.
Yeah, very strange.
The voice acting itself, though, was really great.
Really amazing. They did a good job, and I think that because you mentioned that there were previous entries in the FNAF series that did have fully voiced characters and stuff.
Yes.
And I think I recall one of them being whatever one was the one that had like literally everything. What was it? Pizza Simulator or something that had like it had so many voice lines.
Ultimate Custom Night, maybe.
Something like that, because it was so many things, and there were little like each animatronic definitely did have like a voice line or two or anything like that. But I think the fact that they kind of condensed it down into the main four, and then you've got Sun and Moon, and DJ Music Man doesn't really have any lines. He's just kind of like,
he's
just vibing.
He's just vibing.
But the fact that there's not like, oh, there's all these guys. They could have easily had like the little helper, the little helpy guy,
there was like the main narrator
of,
intercom, I guess, but like.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, they kind of like focused in on like this doesn't seem like it's like you have to beat it like all these
Just
different animatronics coming at you all at once, except for that bug fight that we had, but that's neither here nor there. But you know what I'm saying. It's not like it's the ultimate custom night where you have like 70 animatronics coming at you from 2 doors and 5 vents and just craziness like that. They had a focus, a directive, and they followed
being
through with
able
that.
to
And I
make them
think
all distinct.
Yeah, and I think they did that very well.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I very much like that. I just feel like it would have been better with more voice lines for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see here. The freaking graphics and art style and whatnot. I don't like how freaking the ray tracing of this game just freaking kills it for whatever reason. Like, I'm running a freaking $800 graphics card. I thought I'd be able to run the ray tracing in this game, but I can't apparently. It might be because I'm streaming it over to do like this co-op thing, Bob, maybe. But I was still a bit disappointed about ray tracing kind of killing the game. But for the most part, it's very beautiful.
It is very beautiful. It's just a bit extravagant and a little. It's a little over the top. Like they kind of saw like we're gonna set the bar really high, but then they didn't follow through with like optimization, I suppose.
Oh yeah, the optimization for it. I
Like
thought you were gonna say didn't follow up with like something else with it, because I was about to say I actually really liked the look of this place. This was a really cool pizzaplex to look around and be like, oh my goodness, this place is crazy. And one of my favorite parts about the pizzaplex, as I was mentioning earlier this stream, was how this game doesn't have any loading screens. Like, of course, there's like lag when you're going through a door and it's loading an area, which can be annoying. But the fact that there's no loading screens means that they mapped out this entire place as like one collective thing, as opposed to what most game developers would have done, which is have completely separate sections that don't have to connect together in any logical way, because you have loading screens that teleport you. But the fact that there's none of that in this game means that they really built this entire pizzaplex, the interior of it at least, in a completely logical way that all connects and doesn't
and
don't do anything weird, and that was really cool.
The place really does seem like it's to scale. It like it's definitely like you're small, you're a child, but it really is like you feel small when you are in this place. It really does feel like it's like you are in this grand like
incredible place.
And it's kind of like, oh my god, what would it be like if there were actual patrons here? What would it be like if there were, the possibilities are endless. It's so cool. They did such an amazing job, and even just little like really details, even just like little details of like, you've got the wayward, you've got a wayward little arcade machine in the corner here. You've got these TVs and stuff to help get words are difficult. Listen, it's 4 a.m. Words are very difficult. You've got like, you've got these little set pieces and stuff, but it's all cohesive and it's all like it all serves a purpose. It's not just random crap put around wherever they felt like it just because they needed to fill the space.
Everything has meaning.
Everything has meaning.
And seems like something that would serve a purpose in like a real setting like this. Like it feels like a real place with, all these things all over the place that would clearly serve, a clear intended purpose.
the thing I want to know is, even without all the power being diverted into keeping Peepaw Afton, you know,
Alive.
happy in his little
Yeah.
in his little bubble.
Cubicle. Yeah.
What in the world is their electricity bill? For all that neon
Yeah.
and all those screens
Hey,
and all the working electronics.
This is a freaking universe where, you know, standard
This is like-
entertainment electronics are this advanced. So in
Yeah.
this universe, power's got to be like hella cheap or something.
Probably.
And this is a universe
you
where the
imagine?
energy crisis has been solved.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine.
Well,
Is
this
what
is
it
supposed to
must be.
take place in
Oh.
like what, 2030?
Is it? It might be.
I think so. I think it's supposed to take place sometime in like 2030 or 2033
could
or
well
something
be.
like that.
Because
it's
like that, the actual art style of decor is like 80s style, but the actual technology shown here is like, you know, advanced kind of stuff, like the massive holograms, for example, over the
the massive
over the main
holograms, the
stuff
fact
where-
that the AI is so like far advanced that it's like
has distinct personalities in a
distinct
believable manner.
personalities, and you could argue like freaking Sun and Moon, who programmed the AI to be that neurotic and anxiety
Afton, I
ridden,
guess.
or you could argue that like with Roxanne, how like why would you give Wolf
duality.
self-esteem issues
Yeah,
like that?
really major self-esteem issues for sure. I still feel
Super
bad about
major.
taking her eyes. after that.
I feel bad for every one of them except maybe Monty. Monty was kind of a douche.
And he was kind of annoying, just being like, "Hey, little guy! Hey, little guy!" all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked the Pizzaplex here. I do agree, feeling like the optimization behind it could have been a bit better, especially when it comes to like ray tracing stuff. But for the most part,
Yeah.
this was a really, really cool place.
Yes.
The final aspect and the really big thing, the freaking gameplay. I guess I'll start with the positives first. I did like the idea of being able to like sneak around with Freddy and whatnot and keep him in recharge stations and such. I liked how you know, your flashlight, you had recharge stations for that, and you know, it wasn't one of those horror games where it's like your flashlight's gonna run out in like 5 seconds or something like that, where it's like no time at all. It actually does last a decent while, but you know, still short enough that you do have to worry about recharge stations. I think that there was a very good balance struck for that for sure. Hold on. I was gonna say some negative things for a hot second, but I was like, nah, let's just do pauses first, then I'll talk about like
The
negatives. What other big thing, bro? I'm freaking blanking. Things are definitely hard for me. I really like the freaking boss battle thing where Bob's like, Monty's thing where Bob, despite him being like hella annoying, was cool. Like freaking fill the bucket, shoot the thing where Bob's while he's
Yeah.
chasing after you. Music Man's was certainly something. I'm honestly disappointed he didn't come out of the last tunnel there at the end, because I swear I saw him coming out of that in the trailer.
I think he did. We turned around before
Maybe?
we can actually see it.
Oh yeah, he was chasing you out. I remember
Yeah.
now. I forgot. I got mixed up with the time that you went to it and it wasn't working yet.
See, that was another thing, was that a lot of the jump scares and cutscenes kind of got like mixed and glitched, because there were times where you'd get jump scared and it wouldn't have a jump scare.
Yeah,
But
there were a couple
also
times
times-
like that. That was weird.
There were also times, and I noted there was one in particular, I think, when we first encountered Roxanne in that like Five Nights at Freddy's, like the first thing with the office where you have to close the doors and try to
Yeah.
monitor them and stuff, and I failed horribly because I was like, I'm just gonna close the doors and use up all the power, and you were like, I got this. Boom. No, there was a time where I'm sitting at the end of the hall. The transition between seeing Roxanne running up to you and then the jump scare was so smooth. It wasn't jarring at all. The transition, I don't know how else to describe it.
It's come and go.
It was very good, but there were also times where it didn't work.
Yeah.
So. But
yeah,
anyway,
like, I remember with that same security office, the thing where Roxy jump scared us, and the camera was like on the other side of the room and doing something completely different. It was like, oh, well, okay.
it was randomly like looking at Monty for some reason, but it wasn't even. It wasn't the jump scare. It was just kind of like static cam.
Yeah, it was freaking weird. But yeah, I did really like the different boss battles and stuff. Like the Monty filling the bucket thing was pretty cool. I liked how there was the freaking thing about with Phaser Blast where you have to hold down the fort and like shoot the security bots that are playing you know, the Phaser Blast with you, while
You actually
Chica's
get
also
to
there
play
hunting
laser
you.
tag.
Mhm.
Yeah, you actually
Well-
get to play laser tag. It's great.
So you're playing like a real laser tag, but while there's also
Mhm.
like one killer robot that's somewhere in the maze that you can also shoot with the laser. I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
good. I quite like that. The Music Man boss battle was interesting. I really liked how he reached into the freaking washroom trying to grab you. That was very jarring there. That was cool.
Mhm.
What other boss battles were there? There was like the freaking kind of mini boss battles, almost like the freaking security office kind of things, where it's like
Yeah.
time to play some old school FNAF. And I thought that was like a cool change of pace and like something to keep you on your toes and whatnot. I didn't like how. I was just gonna say, I didn't like how some things seemed like they were supposed to be boss battles and then just weren't. Like, you take a security badge, it's like, they know you're here. You gotta get out of there. And freaking
And then
nothing
it-
happens.
And nothing happened. Yeah.
Mhm.
I still say that the scariest part of this entire thing was just the red light, green light with the endoskeletons and
Oh,
parts of
yeah.
service. That was the creepiest part of the entire game. And as somebody who really like
And then they were in
loves
the bowling
horror
alley.
and then they were randomly in Bonnie's bowling alley, yeah, for some reason. Why not?
I wasn't
Why not?
expecting that, and it threw me for a loop.
But as somebody who see, like, you mentioned how like you were grateful, and you don't play horror games very much.
Mhm.
So like
Usually just
having,
for Halloween or special occasions.
having Freddy there as like a safety net to get you through those areas, I actually was like, God, this is so easy. This is not scary at all. As somebody who plays horror, and I'm just like, I want that atmospheric kind of like tension and stuff,
Mhm.
but it does get a little excessive with all the
Security bots.
security bots everywhere willing to teleport Chica right on top of your butt.
Yeah.
So that's not here nor there.
I think that's all the big positives I had to share. So, transitioning into the negatives and what you were mentioning, yeah, the freaking security bots. I do wish that the actual main animatronics themselves had like more of a presence around. Did we just stay here so long it's a black screen now?
I think so.
I'm gonna freaking. Oh well,
Oh,
it's
there it goes.
it's there. I'm gonna
It took its
freaking.
sweet time.
I think I'm gonna exit the game and then I can just edit over some like generic gameplay footage from like earlier in the playthrough while we're talking about it, and like edit over like music and stuff is what I think I'm gonna do.
Okay.
That's probably a better idea than just staying on the title screen for 3,000 years.
Yeah, we've got a lot to say.
Mhm.
A lot to wrap up.
Yeah, as you were saying there, I do very much wish that it feels very much like the animatronics themselves should have had like a better presence around the world there, and it felt like the security bots were just like super beefed up in number to like make up for that artificially, and I don't think I was too fond of that.
Yeah.
And I felt like there were some areas that just had like so many security bots, and it's like, what the heck? Like, I think it would have been way cooler to have like
Bob and weave.
I thought it would have been really cool to have like the actual animatronic like hunting you down through these areas, and without any security bots, I feel like that would have been a lot more tense. Instead of animatronic is on like perfect circular or square route on repeat over and over again unless they see you or a security bot sees you. Like, it felt like I don't know, it just felt like it could have been handled better. And the fact that when a security bot sees you and alerts the animatronic, it freaking teleports onto you, I feel like that kind of ruins the immersion a little bit. I feel like it would have been better if that animatronic just started like beelining to like your current reported location. Instead of just,
that kind
like,
of gives
teleporting on
you a
top of
little
you.
more. It gives you a little more, because I mean, I get it. There's it's a big place. Without all those security bots, you're kind of left with all this big negative space that
Where
needs to be
nothing's
filled.
going on, yeah.
Or nothing's going on, and it'll make it too easy to just go hide around and break line of sight or whatever. But I do think that they could have, as you said, amped up the presence of the main animatronics to where you do kind of get that that tension, because being hunted in that sense really does like send that little tickle in the back of your throat. Just like I remember
I very rarely felt hunted in that game.
I remember being like in school, and I would. You ever been in school with like you get the?
I've been in school.
Where you get the staircases and stuff, and if you're alone in the staircase and you hear somebody coming up the staircase, you just bolt it to the next level as fast as you can. No, just make.
I don't think I've had that. No.
No, I would get that anxiety of like, oh god, somebody's coming up the staircase. I have to run. They're after me. So, but yeah, no, but that's the kind of thing, that whole like sneak around and hunt and or be hunted or whatever, the whole stealth thing. Like I feel like they could have done a little better job.
Yeah. Like,
words are hard.
Like a whole lot of areas were just like, here's the animatronic on like a perfect circular looping route thingamabob, and here's a bazillion security bots all over the place. That makes it harder to sneak around, but I feel like it would have been a lot more tense if it was like, no security bots, there's an animatronic in here, but they don't have a route. They're just generically like looking around for you, because you might not know where they are, because otherwise you can just like look at the route and it's like, oh, that's the route, just stay away from there and stay away from the security bots, and done. You now have the entire situation completely under control. You have the information you need. Easy peasy. This area is not a threat like at all. But if you had even a place like the main hub and there was even just one animatronic in there that's like looking around the whole place, not just like the little square thing Roxy was doing, then that's tense, because it's like you're worried that you might go around a corner and they might be there, and it'd give you a lot greater reason to look at the security cams to be like, where are they? Where can I be safe? Yeah. I felt like it was a bit of a missed opportunity for that. Other thingamabobs I didn't like, freaking getting the 5 generators in the daycare. I thought that was dumb. I really didn't like that. I took way too long searching around for the 5th generator. Like, I edited a lot of it out, but I spent like, from what I edited out during that episode, I edited out like half an hour of me looking for the last generator at least. Like, it was so freaking dumb. It would have been a lot better if maybe there was like 7 generators, activate at least 5 or something like that, you know? Instead of the system that it was.
A little more DBD.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Slender, where you have to gather all the 8 pages, and he progressively gets more and more aggressive as you go.
Yeah, he never felt like super aggressive per se in that, but you know, if he's randomly crawling through the place, who knows when you might run into him. And he also liked to kill you through walls. So that was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when he
a lot of the AI, I guess hitboxes or whatever were kind of like
wonky.
Ridiculous in terms of like, you could be across the map and get hit by
the freaking security bots were...
Security bots.
Sometimes they were so dumb and you could go right by them and nothing would happen. Other times they freaking see you from Narnia.
Narnia.
It was insane. But yeah, the freaking glitchiness and weird teleportation stuff. Like, I remember exiting the daycare and it's like, Chica's right there, and then you enter Freddy, and all of a sudden Monty's right in front of you, and it's like, how did that happen? You know, weird stuff like that. The glitches of it were definitely pretty weird, and the fact that we got a freaking glitch during the final boss that made it freaking impossible without cheesing it. Thankfully, there was a way to cheese it, but
I don't know how it was cheesed. I think it was just glitched upon the glitch somehow wound up working in our favor.
Well, I mean, like, I used the cheese strategy to do it, but I also got really lucky with Roxy not running over to me. I'd go to like the right of the bed to put her over there, run, hit the button, run back. Thank goodness she was blind and couldn't go right after you. You could like hit walls and stuff, so thank goodness for that. So that really lucked out there for sure. There are other things that I might not have liked about the gameplay. Oh, the freaking saving thing! That, in my opinion, is like one of the worst parts about the game.
Yeah, no.
The fact that, you know, after 6 a.m., it's like you can't save anymore, and if you want the freaking Afton ending, or even the Vanny ending, because that's apparently a pretty convoluted thing as well, you literally gotta be playing for like 2 hours without dying at all in like hardcore mode. Otherwise, you're right back to there. I find that really, really dumb. And it probably especially sucks for completionists that actually want to collect everything, because you can't even collect everything until...
You can't, because it all means nothing. It's everything's made up and the points don't matter. It's whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, that's what it is there. So
the glitches of time traveling.
Oh yeah, freaking
back in time.
The lost and found. That
the only excuse
brought you back to 2 a.m. That was freaking weird.
My microphone's all full of fuzz.
But yeah, the game definitely felt like it could have used a lot more polish for sure.
A lot more polish, especially because it was, and the thing I find very strange about it is that it's a game that supposedly took longer in development, like they delayed it so long.
Yeah, they delayed it
question
twice. It was delayed for a little bit over a year total after being delayed like twice, I believe.
So my question is, why did it get delayed to the point where this is the final product that we got, which is apparently not even what the trailer promised us?
Apparently the main reasons for the delays was to continue making like more areas that weren't in the original plans, from what I hear. Rather than, you know, flushing out like the glitches and stuff. Like, at least for the most part, the glitches usually weren't too game breaking. You could still play it despite it, until the freaking final boss where everything just broke in half because Roxy didn't want to leave, and it apparently hasn't been patched in the month since it's been out.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's strange.
As I feel like as a whole, when it came to this game, I did like this game. I thought it was a cool experience. There was a lot I really liked. I liked how there was even funny moments put into it with things like the freaking map bot, for example. And,
yeah, the running gag of map bot.
Mm-hmm. So I found a lot of enjoyment with this game, but it definitely feels like it could have used a lot more polish. Like, a lot of things could have been changed, like the routes, like the freaking maze puzzle, a lot of different things. So I think this game is good and enjoyed it, but I feel like it could use some ringing out, some fleshing out and whatnot, is what I feel like.
Yeah.
But I did have fun, and I thank you for taking this journey along with me. Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me on this journey with you. This is technically only my second foray into the world of FNAF, considering that I had followed other YouTubers and such when it was a really big thing, and I really enjoyed the first one in, like, the simplicity and the tension that it created. I'm not a big fan of jump scares when it comes to horror. I really prefer atmospheric horror, but I think that I don't even think these jump scares were terribly, like, there was the one that got us in the Roxy Raceway. That was like the one
because it was completely unexpected.
Everything else kind of like, it's like, you expect it. It's a FNAF game. They're gonna be animatronics in your face. That's what happens. But I really am. I feel like now that I've experienced this, now I want to like go not into the files, but I'm sure like there are other people who have gone through all the files and like found all the secret messages that you could get that kind of like establishes
like the sister location room encoded message, for example, which is really fascinating how it was decoded. Like, it's freaking complicated. I can find a video and send it to you. But...
Yes, please do. I'm gonna have to see. You can send me all the cool stuff, and I'll just send you all the shit lord memes that I found.
Gregory, you need to vent. Have you ever heard of the hit game Among Us, Gregory?
I know it will be difficult for you to be sus. I would just say that you were in the security office at the time.
But yeah, I do feel like the jump scares, or like the fear of getting jump scared, didn't really cause a whole lot of tension because it was expected a lot of the time. But there were definitely areas that I felt like really tense. I feel like maybe two most tense times. I feel like maybe this time I felt the second most tense was freaking Roxy without any eyes coming after me while everything was on fire in that area, and I had to get her to charge through the freaking walls. I felt like really on edge there. But the time I was probably most tense was the underground bit with Chica in the
sewers, yeah.
But that wasn't because I thought it was going to be difficult. It was because I knew that like the slightest mistake means the past 2 hours are gone and done with. True. So that's more of like a...
True, it's a different kind of tension.
So that was more tension because the game, it was designed in a way that I didn't want. I feel like the most true good tension was with like that one bit with Roxy where I was freaking... My heart was beating like crazy.
No, I'm gonna agree with that, because when it came to the not being able to save thing, I honestly felt like we had to speedrun it. We didn't have a chance to actually like explore and look around and take in the scenery and really appreciate all the stuff that was, all the finer details and stuff, because it's like at any moment we can be jump scared and dead, and then there goes 3-4 hours of our work.
You no longer have the privilege of like really appreciating this incredible place that was built, because if you take more time to appreciate it, that's
Yeah.
more progress that could potentially be taken away, especially if you take a wrong turn. And it's like, well, there goes the last several hours just down the drain. I really hope Steel Will patches that.
Yeah.
I really hope they change it. It's so dumb.
I don't know that. I mean, it's been a
might
month,
not.
and
Yeah.
and they haven't done anything about it.
They probably
It's-
won't at this point. And it's probably because it's like a lot of the time for like true endings in FNAF games, you have to do something like stupidly hard. Maybe that was Steel Wool's idea of doing that in this case. How about you gotta do like a whole nother several sections of the game without the ability to save? Good luck.
Yeah.
I think it's I didn't like that part.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I enjoyed
overall,
it. It wasn't perfect.
I enjoyed it.
hmm
It was not perfect.
Mhm.
There is room for improvement, but I
Mhm.
think that this definitely helps pave the way for future installments.
Mhm.
Even if it's not in this exact scope, I think they definitely let the scope
Yeah.
of it kind of get a little out of hand.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, it's a
overall,
very crazy scope.
overall, I still say like I just want to find like if they opened
Mhm.
a Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, I would be like first in line. Not because I'm a big fan of FNAF, but just because like if they model it after that Pizzaplex,
That was
I'd
a
be
cool
like,
place.
that place is amazing.
I want to play that
So
mini
cool.
golf. I want to play that
know.
laser tag.
I've
quite
never
frankly.
played laser tag.
You never played laser tag?
I've never played laser tag. No.
There's we have a place like somewhere close here where I haven't been to it in forever, but I used to go there like from time to time as a kiddo. You got like special vests on that have like targets and whatnot, and
Yeah.
you know, try to shoot people and their target thingamabobs. And there were also like some generic targets that you could hit for like points as well.
Points.
And
Yeah, I imagine.
so I used to have this strategy as a kid where after you shoot one of those things, it takes a while before it becomes available to shoot again. I would always come in first as a kid because I would choose it out by being in the corner right next to one of those targets and just shooting it every time it came online. It was so dumb. And nobody could get me because I was like in the corner and I have like my vest facing between like the machine that was like the target and the wall behind me. And anytime I want to shoot the thing, I just reach my wrist around the corner and shoot the thing. And it was so dumb. But but I felt smart as a kid.
Oh my goodness.
That's the thing. It was good. Haven't played
I
mini golf or
IRL
laser
laser
tag in
tag.
forever.
Co-op when?
we shall we
Teach
shall
me how to
see.
play laser tag.
But yeah, once again, I appreciate going on this adventure together, this horror adventure. There is another co-op adventure that we have going on technically with like Hive and Vine, though the situation with that is has been on hold for a little while because we were doing this, and there's been the
Yes.
weird situation with the recordings, but we'll
Yeah.
figure things out eventually down
We'll
the
figure
line,
things
continue
out,
with
yeah.
stuff like that. But this is it. This is it for
This
FNAF
is it
stuff.
for FNAF.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah,
Oh.
we do have another co-op series for now, but
Mm-hmm. And you can
But
find
yeah.
those videos.
on the channel that you're
Somewhere.
watching this right now, because this should be your channel, I believe, right now.
We should-
Probably.
Probably, we'll see.
Probably. Depends if we cut this up in a weird way, because this will probably be like over an hour long, because, you know, final boss leading into like full review thingamabob, so.
Yep,
if
we've
we
been recording
decide
for
to-
6. We've been recording for 6 hours and 12 minutes.
Yep. My computer's not gonna like this.
No, neither will mine. But
no, I
soon
mean
I'll
like
be able to
especially
just have it-
shoving it in the
Yeah.
video editor. It's gonna be
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
laggy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut
Good
this up
luck.
into a couple different projects. Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah.
I appreciate you. You're the one that's doing all the hard work. You're the one pulling all the
It-
strings behind the scenes.
It's a
here,
freaking
so-
it's a freaking new experience for me as well. Like both doing a co-op series, doing a horror game related thing, and putting a level of editing in that's more akin to like what other YouTubers might do for this stuff, because most of my playthrough stuff is just like
Mhm.
streaming on Twitch, cut up into parts, upload it, and that's it. This is like my first time actually putting like actual editing into a playthrough thing. So it's like I'm trying something new on like 3 fronts. So it all works out for me, I figure. It's
No,
new
no, you're
experiences.
doing amazing.
You're
doing
doing great,
amazing.
sweetie.
You're doing so good. People after would be proud.
People often.
That's what everybody keeps calling him. That's what I keep seeing.
Good old glitched people often.
Glitched people after.
Oh man.
Set the old
But-
man on fire. It's fine.
But yeah, thanks once again, and thanks everybody that tuned in for this series as well. Apologies once again for like the kind of gaps that we've had between, because things got a little bit complicated there for
Real
a while.
lives and
So
stuff.
So appreciate the patience with the series and hope that you enjoyed tuning in for this set of shenanigans.
And if you want to see more, you can always check out Harmonia's channel, where he's got the other half of all of these videos, episodes, and
these helpful tutorials where we totally didn't mess up.
totally, it was all in one take, not edited, edited at all, not spliced up. Just boom. That's how it is. That's the magic of television or YouTube.
Or if this is on my channel, if we decide to cut it up after the final boss with how long the discussion's been, we'll have to have a look at it and decide. But if it is on my channel for whatever reason, go check out Shuck's channel where you can find all the freaking even-numbered episodes if this isn't already on her channel or whatnot. Or maybe you're just tuning into the playlist and didn't realize that this was on another channel until you scroll down and see that it says a different channel name that isn't the one that it started with. You should totally go subscribe there.
And if you're starting with this episode, what is wrong with you? Go check out the rest of the episodes.
Why would
start at, like, episode 1.
Why would somebody start with this episode and then sit this long through? Freaking maniac if that's the case.
Because they just wanted to get to the end and just be like, I figured out the secret of FNAF! I didn't have to do any work at all.
There's so many other videos where that could be done, and you'd think they just see the final boss and be like, there's the answer, click off the video. Instead of sitting through like our hour-long review discussion thing, Merbob.
They're just like, God, these guys are long-winded, what is going on?
Oh, man.
Alright, take care, guys.
Take care. I do wish this title screen had like more backdrops and stuff. Maybe it'll change like as you go on and play it.
Maybe it does seem a little like bare bones.
Yeah, but
it almost looks just the style of this screen almost looks like an indie game a little more than well, I guess this is technically still an indie game, but you know what I mean.
It is
maybe stuff will get added as maybe we unlock things. I don't know.
I hear that there's a lot of different areas. When I looked at this interview earlier, apparently this place is like 2 entire like levels, and apparently there's like a sort of 3rd level they were saying as well. Like in terms of like the actual levels of the building, that is not areas.
Yeah.
So that's a thing.